Welcome to this screencast. We are looking at decomposing the coding question into simple instructions. So we're going step by step and explaining how I do these coding questions. I'm using an old question from 2019, and I always like to start writing my coding question, leaving a couple of lines empty at the top and a bit of space on the left in case I need to add something later on. So if I read this question, the first bullet point asks the user to input the height of a rider in centimeters. So this is quite standard, being able to save a value that you ask into a variable. My variable will be called h for height. H equals, and this is a number, so int input. To make sure the examiner knows that I'm asking the height, I can just do something simple like height question mark. There's no doubt as to what it is I'm trying to do without writing a long sentence. So just this here is going to score me bullet point 1, having done that. Now let's move on to the next question. It says if needed. Now if it says if, that means that I'm going to have to use selection. And for this, I need to read what it says there. So 140 centimeters, 120 centimeters. Now, let's put my if statement. If h is more or equal to 140. Then in this case, we can print that the rider is allowed. In an exam, I'm just going to write to print allowed, and that's enough for the examiner to give me the points for doing this if the rider is tall enough. Perfect. There is a question over here, which means that in order to present my my answer, I better have a space over there. So I'm going to leave that space. Then I'm going to do an elif to continue checking the height of my rider. And this time I'm checking if height is strictly less than 120, in which case the rider is not allowed. And this leaves me to deal with what happens when the rider is in between 120 and 140. And I'm going to do that with an else. So this is when they have to ride with an adult. And that's going to give me my second bullet point. If needed, ask if they are riding with an adult. So another variable, a equals input. It's not a number, it's yes, no. Are you riding with an adult? I'm going to struggle for space. A bit too long, this one. And now let's check if a same as yes. Then I can do my print allowed without forgetting the speech marks and the brackets for print. I'm going to leave a space there. We'll see that why in a second. Else not allowed is printed. Nearly there. So at that moment in time, I've done displaying whether they are allowed or not allowed, and I've done my check for the adult. So this here, that's my second bullet point. So I've got an if inside the first if, I've done my indents properly to score those marks. And all what's left to do is the last point there, which is a good illustration why it's good to leave a couple of lines, empty lines at the top and some space on the left. Because now I need to add a loop and I need to count if I've got 8 people. So when I'm counting how many times something happened, I can create a variable called total or tally. So I need to initialize my tally variable to 0, and I need to do a while loop. So as long as tally is strictly less than 8, this will repeat. Now I need to increment my tally each time another person is allowed to ride. So tally equals tally plus 1. And here I also need to do tally equals tally plus 1. And that's it. I have done all what I was asked to do. By leaving some empty space at the top, I was able to add my loop after having concentrated on storing the input into a variable. This is worth 1 mark. Attempt at iteration, this is worth 1 mark. Displaying the correct message will be worth 1 mark. Having done my loop will be worth 1 mark. And having correct conditions will also be worth. I hope you find this useful, and I look forward to seeing your work in the lessons.